All right, so I got a new roof on the back of my house. It's almost all done. I just got to do all the final nailing on all the sheathing. It's just kind of permitted on every piece of plywood. So I got to peel the top back, do that eventually, and whatnot. But that was a huge push on Saturday. Wasn't expecting to replace the whole roof. The initial plan was to just sister up the rafters and replace about half of the sheathing, and then kept finding more and more boards of the original roof sheathing that were bad, and just it was the sensible thing to do. Way better product in the end. Smart thing to do. Ton of work. Thank you, Chris, Sean, Greg, Chino. I think that's all that was here helping. But that was a big push for us. So that was awesome. Thank you all. So that was all day Saturday. And then going to get the car trailer because I was going Sunday morning to get a car. I didn't get back. I didn't get into bed until about 1:30 Sunday morning. And I was getting up at 5 to head out to start getting ready to head out to New York to get this project car I got. And that ended up being 18 hours in the truck. And by the time I got home, it was 1:30 in the morning again. So then Monday, it was getting the car off the trailer because it doesn't run, doesn't roll good, none of that stuff. So Monday was getting the car off the trailer, gave it a quick bath when I first got it off the trailer just to kind of get a baseline on what condition it is. Then I had to go to New Hampshire, drop off my dog with my ex. Then I met up with my buddy Chris up there for dinner. Didn't get back till late, and that was all of Monday gone. And yesterday was Tuesday, and I was just wiped out. It's just been a crazy rush and a lot of driving, work, and all that stuff. So I have to apologize. I didn't do nothing yesterday. I pretty much didn't even go out. I went outside for a few minutes, looked at the project car for a minute. It was freezing cold. I went back inside and I said, I'm taking a day off. So today, I'm finally back at it. I have a big mess to pick up and start getting things organized. And so mess will be the first thing. Then the second thing will be tying in, because these ceiling joists ain't tied in at all. These are just kind of floating here. So all these have to get tied in. Some of them, mainly down there, have to be replaced because they've rotted. So I'll get those done and just kind of keep pushing through, and let's see what we do. If I can get through all the roof rafters today and somehow it's still light out, kind of doubt it, I'll probably work on getting some of the sheathing on this back wall. But we'll see what happens. It's pretty dang cold. It was snowing a little bit this morning. It wasn't sticking, thank God. But winter's coming, and I have still gaping holes in the house. So I got to get my butt back in gear. This is a long intro. Apologize for that. Let's get some work done. All right, so this whole area here, over most of the kitchen, all these ceiling joists were good, so I was able to just line those up, pull them into place, clamp them, nail them, and whatnot. But now over here, oh, sorry. Yeah, over here you can see these ones are all compromised on the end. So I got like 8 or 10 of them here, over where this really bad section was, that I gotta replace the rafters. So now I gotta work on cutting these out and getting new ones in. Making good progress in there, got a bunch in. And the next one is tied right in to the blocking that I put up to jack the ridge beam originally. I don't want to take that down until all these ceiling joists are 100%, because I mentioned it before. And yeah, so like the roof is built like this, and the ceiling joists are what tie it in the bottom. So if I take that out without those being tied in, it can flatten out and spread out. So I want to get all those in. So I'm going to have to block this to the side off of this LVL I put in, which is conveniently located right now, and then get that jack out, get all this header out that I put in there, and then I can get back over to the other side. Let's get to it. All right, making some progress. All the rotted roof rafters, ceiling joists are replaced. All the other ones are positioned and nailed in to all the roof rafters. And I did knock out some of the blocking, like some of this crisscross stuff. I'm probably gonna just reblock it all with regular like chunks of 2x6 across all of them all the way down. But I'm not going to bother with that at the moment. I'll deal with that once the outside's done and start working with that. So like I said, that was all anchored in. Most, obviously not in this header area, but most of the roof rafters are tied into the top plate now with long ledger locks going right through both top plates and up into the roof rafters. And I think I'm going to switch over to this side here because these ones all have to be addressed. Some of these are loose on the ends, and I think a couple of them are rotted and need to, yeah, I think there's 3 or 4 down here that are rotted and need to be replaced. So it is getting a little bit late, but I'm going to keep going. One of the other things is all this strapping that was on here before. Now that the roof is jacked and structurally sound, and these roof rafters are anchored into the wall, and those roof rafters are anchored into the wall, I can pull down all this strapping that has all debris on it. So it'll be nice to not be looking at all the straggler strapping with leftover sheetrock and all that. So I'm gonna get that all ripped down. Excuse me. Probably start with the rotted out roof rafters. Ceiling joists. I keep mixing those up, and I'll get the rotted ones replaced, and then I'll work on some of these were pried and shifted a little, so I just gotta kind of cut them free a little bit, bring them down, re-nail them. Then I gotta install 2 here. So long update, but that's where I'm at the moment. I'm gonna do a little more demo and start some more replacement. See how far I go tonight. Well, that's it for the night. Got all the strapping down. Started dealing with a couple of the ceiling joists down the far end and whatnot, and something else. I was doing something else and whatnot, but overall throughout the day, got all that extra strapping and stuff down in here also. All the remnants of where the walls were attached to the ceilings over here and back there. All the new ceiling joists in here. All these ceiling joists are tied into the back wall. All the roof rafters are tied in. Most of them are tied into the top plate, and the walls leveled and all tied in, so that's not going in anywhere. These are all nailed to the outside wall and the inside wall. So that's a good amount of satisfaction for today. And I had just had Ken and Holly stop by with timber, so that was good. Got some puppy time, and yeah. So I'm going to close up because it is getting cold, and we'll hit it tomorrow. See what happens.